So if you are running a business or running a team and you look at Donald Trump and say, well, obviously criticising people is the way to get things done, think again. Konnichiwa and welcome to the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, President of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, and much more importantly, you are a student in leadership highly motivated to be the best in your business field. Today's show is brought to you by the High Impact Presentations course. 2 days, 2 instructors, all the key structures you'll ever need, individual coaching and video review by experts. This is the Rolls-Royce of presentation training. If you have a performance or people challenge in Japan, then maybe we can help you. Contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. How would you like your own access to 105 years of the accumulated wisdom of Dale Carnegie training? Get our free white papers, guidebooks, reports, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus much more at japan.dalecarnegie.com. I do 3 weekly podcasts, and if you have an interest in presentations, search for the Presentations Japan series on iTunes, and if you have an interest in sales, you look for the Sales Japan series also on iTunes. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is in response to when you've been asked to come to something, you've been invited to something, and you want to say, I would be happy to come, you say, zehi ukugaimasu. Zehi ukugaimasu. I'd be happy to come. Zehi ukugaimasu. Zehi ukugaimasu. Today is episode number 189, and originally we were going to look at your productivity taking a big nosedive. Get ready for your productivity nosedive as the topic. However, given what's happened in the last couple of days, I've decided to change that, and we're going to have a new topic today, and I'll do nosedive for the next episode, but we're going to do today's topic, which is, hey, Donald Trump, try winning friends and influencing people instead. Donald Trump's phone call with Malcolm Turnbull, Australia's Prime Minister, was major news. The tastier parts of that conversation were leaked from the American side, but the style and language reported seems to be in keeping with Donald Trump's style, so they are probably true. Did he have to take such an aggressive approach with Malcolm? Could he have dealt with his concerns over bringing people into the US in a different way? The issue here is Trump doesn't want to honour the people swap agreement previously made between Obama and Turnbull. His choice to criticise Turnbull over the phone was a poor one. Dale Carnegie came up with 30 human relations principles, and Donald Trump would do much better if he followed them. As Dale Carnegie noted, you get more cooperation with honey than vinegar. Principle number 1 is don't criticise, condemn, or complain. The thinking behind this principle is to take into account human psychology. When Trump criticises Turnbull, he generates ill will and destroys the relationship. The trust is broken, the willingness to cooperate is diminished. You may get compliance in this case because the US is much bigger than Australia, but the hearts and minds are lost. The willingness to go the extra mile gets nullified. This is the same in companies when the boss criticises staff for underperformance. When on the receiving end, they become defensive and start justifying what they did or didn't do. They go around telling everyone the criticism is unfair and unwarranted. Their loyalty erodes quickly. Their sense of engagement with the organisation is rapidly reduced. If you are not engaged, why would you care less about being innovative for the sake of the business? There are many other ways to get the result you want. Trump could have used principle number 30. Make the other person happy about doing the thing you suggest. And principle number 25. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. He could have used principle number 28. give the person a fine reputation to live up to. Trump could have said, "Look, Malcolm, I know you're a smart guy. You didn't get $1 million from Daddy to start in business like I did, and yet you have become very wealthy and successful all off your own hard efforts. I need your smarts. I have a problem here. I have just announced we are not going to take any people from Iran and Iraq and 5 other countries for a few months, and yet most of these people on Nauru are from those very same countries. If I take them, I will lose face. Help me out here. You're a clever guy. What can I do?" I am sure Malcolm Turnbull would, of his own volition, come up with some workable ideas. He's a smart guy. He is a self-made man. He is very rich and successful. As a lawyer, he did gain world fame through his defeat of the British government's case in the Spycatcher trial. Being the sponsor of the ideas, he would drive them through the Australian domestic political process and fix the problem to Trump's satisfaction. The processing might quietly slow down to taper with the period of the ban, or the whole process might be delayed until the ban has been lifted, or, miraculously, only non-Muslims get through the vetting process and proceed to the US. There are a number of solutions here to solve Trump's issues. These could have been reached with positive cooperation through using the Dale Carnegie Human Relations Principles. Instead, the world sees Trump criticising little Aussie. In the workplace, the other staff see how you treat people. They know that one day that verbal tongue lashing will be aimed at them, and they don't like the prospect. So, if you are running a business or running a team, and you look at Donald Trump and say, well, obviously criticising people is the way to get things done, think again. Trump's methods won't create the loyalty that America will need. In your world of business, you won't get the staff engagement and loyalty you want either. Dale Carnegie published How to Win Friends and Influence People in 1936. There is no excuse, really. The information is out there. Dale Carnegie's training is still going 105 years later, so it obviously works, and it works in over 100 countries around the world. Hello to Donald and all other business leaders around the world. Read How to Win Friends and Influence People. The long-term solutions to your people issues are all laid out for you in that book. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series, and we hope you enjoyed today's show, brought to you by the High Impact Presentations course. As mentioned, if you have a performance or people challenge in Japan, then maybe we can help you. Contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Also remember to access your Dale Carnegie training, free reports, white papers, guidebooks, training videos, blogs, newsletters, course information, plus so much more. It's overall there at japan.dalecarnegie.com. Check out my other podcasts, the Presentation Japan series and the Sales Japan series on iTunes. So, next week we will look at Get Ready for Your Productivity Nosedive.